Okay, so I need to vent. The new iPhone just dropped and it costs over $1,000. $1,000, Alex, for a phone.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And people are still buying it. Lines around the block. Pre orders sold out in 6 minutes. That makes zero sense to me.
Oh, it makes complete sense. There's a specific reason for all of it. And once I explain it, you'll never look at a price tag the same way again.
Okay, now I need to know, what is it?
Two words: supply and demand. Welcome, everyone, to today's episode. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jordan. Apparently, I am about to have my mind rearranged. Let's go.
Let's start simple. Supply is how much of something exists, how many units are available. Demand is how much people want it. Two forces, and together they set the price of almost everything you buy.
Okay, but what do you mean sets the price? Doesn't Apple just decide the price?
Sort of, but they can't just pick any number. They have to balance how many people want the phone against how many they can make. At an iPhone launch, millions want it on day one. That's massive demand. But Apple might only have 5 million units ready. That's limited supply.
Picture a graph, price on the left side, quantity along the bottom. The demand curve slopes downward. Higher price, fewer buyers. Makes total sense.
The supply curve slopes upward. Higher price, more profit, so Apple makes more. Where the two lines cross is called the equilibrium, where buyers and sellers perfectly match up. High demand plus low supply pushes that point higher, and the price goes with it.
Wait, so that's why I couldn't find a PS5 for 2 years? The demand was huge, but they hadn't made enough?
Exactly. And remember people reselling PS5s for double or triple retail? That was the real equilibrium. The official price was too low for actual demand, so the resale market corrected it.
That is fascinating and deeply annoying. So supply and demand basically runs everything?
In a free market, pretty much. But what's the opposite? What if prices weren't set by the market at all?
Why doesn't the government just set the price? Say, iPhones cost $200. Everyone can afford one. Problem solved.
That's called price control. The government locks in a fixed price, no movement based on the market. On the surface, it sounds amazing. Affordable products, stable prices, everyone wins.
Yeah, so why don't we just do that?
Here's what breaks. If Apple must sell a phone for $200, but it costs $300 to make, they stop producing. Supply collapses. You have something affordable on paper that nobody can actually find. Shortages, empty shelves, long waiting lists.
Oh, so we fixed the price but broke the supply? That's like fixing a leak by turning off the water entirely.
Price control can work in specific cases, like preventing rents from skyrocketing in a crisis, but as a blanket solution, it tends to create new problems while solving old ones.
So it's not black and white, it's like a spectrum?
Exactly, and we're gonna walk through it right now.
Think of it like a dial. Far left, pure free market, zero government involvement. Prices go wherever the market takes them. Turn the dial. Competitive market. Many companies fighting for the same customers. Samsung, Google, OnePlus versus Apple. Competition keeps prices honest. Charge too much, customers switch. Turn further, oligopoly. A few big players control the market. Think airlines. Not many choices, and somehow flights always cost a fortune. Classic oligopoly. Keep going on the dial, you hit a monopoly. One company owns everything, no competition at all. They charge whatever they want because where else are you going to go? You'd be paying $10,000 and saying thank you. Next, a regulated market. The government doesn't set prices exactly, but sets guardrails, caps on how high they can go, safety standards companies must meet. Water and electricity in most countries work this way. And all the way right,
Full price control. Government sets the exact price of everything. Stable on the surface, but shortages and inefficiency follow. Most countries land somewhere in the middle of this dial, picking when to let the market breathe and when to step in.
Okay, I have a headline. It was all over the news not long ago. Global chip shortage continues to drive up smartphone prices. What's that about?
This is supply and demand on a global scale. Inside every smartphone, laptop, and car are tiny components called semiconductors, chips. During the pandemic, chip factories slowed dramatically. Some shut entirely. Supply dropped hard. And demand exploded. Everyone at home buying phones, laptops, monitors, gaming consoles. Supply crashed, demand surged. You already know what that means.
Prices go up. The equilibrium point shifts higher. Oh my gosh, I'm actually using the terms correctly. I feel smart right now.
Prices went up everywhere, not just phones. Cars, gaming consoles, washing machines, medical equipment, anything with a chip got hit. One supply disruption and the ripple effects went global. Before we wrap up, one analogy that'll make supply and demand impossible to forget. Picture a school cafeteria on pizza day. 20 slices, 40 hungry students. Prices move freely. Those slices get expensive fast. Demand crushes supply. Now flip it. 200 slices, 20 students. Pizza everywhere. Nobody fighting over it. Price drops to almost nothing. That's high supply, low demand.
Supply and demand is just the cafeteria pizza problem scaled up to the whole world. Every price is just how many slices and how many hungry students. Which means Taylor Swift concert tickets are 20 slices of pizza and 1 million starving students. That's why they cost $1,000 and crash every ticketing website.
I could not have said it better. That is supply and demand in its most pure and slightly emotionally painful form. Let's bring it home. Supply is how much exists. Demand is how much people want it. Where they meet is the price.
We learned the opposite, price control, where the government fixes prices. It sounds helpful, but can cause shortages when supply dries up.
We walked the spectrum from pure free market to full government control. Competitive markets, oligopolies, monopolies, and regulated markets in between.
We saw it all in the global chip shortage, and we know that every price you've ever seen is just a cafeteria pizza problem.
Your challenge: use supply and demand in a real conversation today. Drop it on a friend, a family member, anyone.
It's supply and demand. And watch their face.
That's all for today. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you in the next one.
Stay curious, and may the supply always meet your demand. Bye.